Hello and good afternoon, strangely enough. Because if you're watching this recording, you won't notice, but I am streaming on a Saturday afternoon, which is so strange. Ugh, I'm in Tingle Island. Ugh, gross. Why am I here? I know why I'm here. I think I have charts that I need analyzed, but ugh. But yeah, if you're just joining me today, I wasn't able to stream. What a beautiful face. On Friday night like usual, just because my back and neck was really hecked up. And I had a splitting headache for most of the day, and I feel like trying to stream through that would not be a good time. Oh, Mr. Fairy! I've been longing to see you, sir. Yeah, speaking of having a good time. What should we play? What do you want to play? What? You're not here to play? Hmm? That fragrant, musty scent. Sir, you must have found a chart. Splendid, splendid. Show me. Show me. Why, you can't read that chart in its current state. Impossible, sir. Would you like me to decipher it for you? For 398 rupees. Oh no. Like 10% of my money. Dingle, dingle, guradim, bark. Become readable. Probably like just wipe some dust off it. You got your chart deciphered. Mr. Fairy, you must try very hard to find treasure. When you select and open this chart on the map screen, the place where the treasure is will shine forth. Then just go to that place and rely on your chart to help you find the treasure. I guess I should do that. 5 years away from being as old as Tingle Kapotka. That's not a nice thing to say to someone. Okay, Triforce chart. Where is this? Where is that? Next to just like a nondescript circle on my map. Oh well, that's fine. We'll sail to it. Actually, first I'm going to turn up the game on my end so I can hear this lovely ocean breeze. At 398 is a really specific price. I don't know why it's priced like that. So there is an unmapped square to the west of me. So I guess I'm going to take my avuncular boat and go over and take care of that. Yeah, you better cosplay Tingle for your 35th birthday. If it's just a circle, you remember the island. I will ask you if I get desperate. Hopefully it's... I'll just look at my, my regular digular map, and hopefully I can cross-reference between that. It does let you zoom in on squares on your chart and see more specifically the shape of the island. I just have to not get impatient, which, granted, for me might be difficult. Can you sharks cease just everything? So I need some bait. There we go. Oh, that looks promising. That big pillar there. And let me just feed the fish. That's true. I didn't mind the artifact hunt in Metroid Prime, so the Triforce hunt isn't too bad. Both of them give you nudges in the correct direction where you gotta go. I've said before, I really appreciated the hint system in Metroid Prime where it just nudges you towards where you gotta go. Because the world map is big and there aren't fast travel options. So I appreciate that instead of just wandering around forever going, oh, where do I use this upgrade? I don't remember the room it's in. I wonder how long it's been since the Light and Windfall's lighthouse went dark. It was quite a grand sight, I tell you, the way of that ray of light shone out like a shaft of gold through the cold darkness. I used to gaze at it with tear. Is it Gillian or Jillian? It's probably Gillian because they're fish, but you never know. Anyway, I bet if someone could shoot a powerful spark into the top of that lighthouse, it would light up again. Of course, that's just my intuition talking. Then again, you should never doubt a fish's intuition. A fish's intuition? Yeah, fish's intuition, small fry. Thanks, buddy. I want to know what kind of intuition the salmonids would share with me. Not to cross the streams. Okay, and boop. Hopefully this is the right spot. Have you ever met someone who spells it with the G when it's pronounced like Jillian? What about Gillian Anderson? But also, yes, I have. I have had customers in my line of work who spell it with a G, but it's pronounced Jillian. Oh yeah, my first instinct though is Gillian Seed from Snatcher. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me. Man, it's so boring just making you watch the pause screen while I look at my map here. But I just want to see where this treasure might be. Yes, I know I'm letting my boat run on autopilot. In fact, I'm going to keep letting it run on autopilot because there's unmapped territory this way. Where I look. Man, these are all just like dots. My Triforce chart. Oh, here we go. Is this it? Let me look here. That's a circle. That's a different shaped circle. Ugh. So again, you can't see it, but I can see... Ooh, wait. I think I know... Did that shark just hit me? I think I know where to go, and it's directly south of... Oh, oh, no. No, this isn't what I want. Oh, no. Oh, man. This is why you shouldn't, drive while distracted. It doesn't matter if you're driving a motor vehicle or an oceanic vessel. Don't look at your phone or an atlas or your maps while you're driving, otherwise you're liable to run into a whirlpool and have to fight DJ Octavio's cousin. I think I mentioned this a little when I was streaming Splat 1 on Tuesday. I'd like to see DJ Octavio's humanoid form. I guess octoling form, but saying that sounds weird because the ling suffix makes me think it's, you know, like tiny, like baby. But DJ Octavio is not baby. DJ Octavio, older man. I don't know how old he is, but probably about the same age as Cuttlefish. Your traumatic nightmare as a child. This would be pretty scary if it came up unexpectedly and you're like 7. You used to set sail in one direction and walk away from the GameCube. You had to make a sandwich, right? Because it takes so long to get anywhere. What if, like, did you ever come back and then just find Link dead? Which sounds really morbid out of context, but you know what I mean. You just walk away to make a sandwich, and then you come back to a game over screen because Link has been run over by an Octorok. I need to make that reappear. There we go. Hang on. Shark, don't. Okay. Ugh, come on. I'm like right on it. I'm like right on it. Please. Ugh, this is the worst. Sir, I'm busy. I'm gonna have to pull back and try again. Oh man, it's all the way over there. Wow, I went really far off course. Morri, why don't you just kill the shark? I went past it again. Okay, I'm really thrown off by the movement of the sea. I think I just keep going far past it. You were actually about 11. Oh, well, still, traumatic is the point. Okay, here. Good enough? Thankfully, Uncle Boat's very durable. You also thought of Gillian Seed. I'm so glad. A piece of heart, woohoo. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled programming. I need to go south here. And I think maybe there's a Triforce piece by the island down here. Because the shape on the map looks similar. Oh yeah, so when you get hit in the GameCube version, you get knocked out of the boat, right? Because that's my recollection. I remember one of the reasons I hated Sea Hats so much is that they knock you out of the boat. And you have to scramble to get back in the boat, and then as soon as you get back in the boat, they knock you out of the boat again. Sir, please, I guess he's just nudging me in the right direction. Oh, speaking of sea hats. This isn't even the island I need to be on. It's the one further south here. Okay, they do bonk you out. I thought I was just misremembering. You know, like, were the sea hats worse in my memory? And they don't actually knock you out, but they do. And it's worse because this Link, though he does not require flippers to swim, he can only swim for a limited amount of time, which I guess makes sense, because I'm sure you could sequence break if you were really desperate and or bored and decided to just swim everywhere instead of changing the wind's direction. There we go. That's promising. I really wish this shark would go away. I guess the shark is my fan. Okay, hopefully this is the right spot. Hey. Give me my cheese wedge. Yay, you got a Triforce shard. Now you only need 2 more. Wonderful. I'm gonna get the heck out of Dodge real quick. Mostly because there's some uncharted spaces near the Tower of the Gods, but also it will give me a chance to consult my map and figure out where else I need to go to get the other 2 shards without this shark harassing me. Maybe it's Shiver. She wants me to vote for her in the upcoming Splatfest, which I will not be doing. Big man sweep. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna open up my incredible chart. Okay, it looks like there's a chart. Yeah, I was there from a golden boat. I guess I just missed its drop? And then there's also one on Outset Island. Oh, is that the... I think I know what I have to do to get the one on Outset Island. And it takes a bit. Really glad I did not stream yesterday, despite my feelings of pervasive guilt. Trying to do the one on Outset with a splitting headache would have been very uncomfortable. Hashtag Big Man Sweep. No, I have not gotten all the charts. There is one from a golden boat that I'm missing that I thought... Like, I shot the boat and I didn't... I thought I got its treasure and it wasn't a chart, but maybe I just overlooked it. You know, I was too close and I didn't see it and I picked up the wrong thing. Hang on. I don't have the fish here. Plunk. The boat's probably respawned, I would imagine. Not like Etrian Odyssey where you have to wait 2 in-game weeks for bosses to respawn. The blood moon rises once again. Word is, they hold an auction every night over there on Windfall Island. Every night the people gather in the Hall of Wealth to amuse themselves by spending a little money. Ah, the rich. Kill 'em. Auctions may be a race to see who can bid the highest, but I'll let you in on a little secret. The key to winning an auction is to be both patient and bold. I'm serious, Fry. From what I hear, they got some great things up in that auction block, too. Like an extra fast sale, among other things. Maybe that's just a rumor. You should try it out, Small Fry. You might just like it. When I first played the HD version, I had to look up like, where to get the fast sale, because I knew it was in this game, but I didn't know where it was, and I thought they would just, like, plunk it on my lap at the appropriate time, but no, you have to win it in the auction. You can tell I never bother with the auction. Oh, hello, Korok. Maybe I should do their quest. I think it's just a piece of heart, but I feel bad for them. Does anyone remember offhand, when you do the Korok quest, do you have to go back and replenish the forest water after every Korok, or will the forest water last for the entire quest duration? Meaning I can water all the trees without having to go back to the Great Deku Tree every time. It's never ending good. It's one of the reasons I was thinking I don't really want to do it. Do you think bow to the king is a command or a description for the king of red lions. That's so good. That's so good. Is it pronounced bow when you're talking about the nautical ship term, or is it bow? Because the English language is a travesty. It's never ending and you can warp. Okay, good. I was reasonably certain you could warp, but a part of my brain could not recall if it's like the trading quest in Ocarina of Time, where if you attempt to warp during any of the time deliveries, the timer gets reduced to 1 second. Like, nice try. This frog has spoiled. Actually, did the frog spoil, or was it just the eye drops that spoiled? I don't remember. Oh, hey, it's Beetle. How many... I need to buy one more piece of bait, actually, because I have 4 pieces left, but I have 6 uncharted islands. Cannons off the bow, Zer. Sounds more natural to you. It does, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna get some more bait. Thank you! I wonder if I should buy some more as backup. Just in case, you know, I throw some on the ground. Maybe I'll buy 3 pairs, too. I think they'll fit in my bag. And then we'll have the silver membership. Why do I want the silver membership? I don't know. But I'm gonna get it. Come on, Beetle. Yes! Oh, you saved up 30 points! You've earned a silver membership! We give a luxurious gift to all of our silver members. It's the least we could do. I'll send it to you shortly. It should be arriving at a postbox near you any day. Promise me you'll wait anxiously for it. Next, try to earn our gold membership. Bye! Bye. Thanks, Beetle. So lonely. You've gotten all of my money, Beetle. Do you feel more fulfilled? And I threw it on the ground. Wow, Bowser mentioned. Hashtag Bowser sweep. Okay, where's the fish around here? I feel like I saw it. Fish. Fish. Hang on. I know I don't get these anymore out of spite, but I'm like right next to it. At least I thought it was right next to it. There we go. It's gonna feel very foolish. I think they did increase the time for the Korok quest. Is my recollection. I think in the GameCube you had 20 minutes to do it. I feel like in this one you have 30? As you can tell, my memory for this game is really spotty. Fish. 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 You know, speaking of Ocarina of Time, to backpedal a little bit, I had a dream earlier in the week that I was playing Ocarina of Time. I wonder if I should stream that. I know I was thinking the Oracle games, but I've actually played them more recently than I've played Ocarina of Time. So I would remember a lot less of Ocarina of Time. I think I've said before, but I've only played through Ocarina of Time from beginning to end, like maybe 3 or 4 times. But I've beaten Ganon a bunch just because I like the ending, and I spent many hours goofing off in that game on the N64. Do you know what a choo-choo is, small fry? No, I'm not talking about the sound you make when you kiss someone. Heart, heart. I'm talking about choo-choos. They're those slimy monster-like puddles of goo that turn into blobs of jelly, stand up, and start jumping at you like crazy when you come near them. Well, in any case, there's lots of them on the island over there, so if you see any, I'd avoid them. They can get nasty. Now that I think about it, every once in a while I see the potion brewer who lives on Windfall Island come here. Now, why would he do that, Fry? Maybe he wants to... choo-choo? The choose? I don't know, maybe he has a very lonely love life. I'm not here to judge. Don't choo-choo a chew, by the way. Oh, there's a big beacon here. Can I get this treasure before I get shot? Yes. Haha, Japanese lingo. I remember the days where not just games, but anything, any media was allergic to things being too Japanese or having too much Japanese terminology. Because I don't want to risk, you know, alienating their Western viewers. But now I see a lot more things left untranslated. Like even, you know, they expect people to know what, like, the word isekai means. To reach Dragon Roost Island, head east from here. Dragon Roost, never heard of it. Oh, baby, I need to cut some grass. Yes, yes. Really, there's, like, no money in there? Maybe, like, some money, but I missed it. And I can't pick up this rock. And I don't even have Beetle's mail yet. I feel like I'm waiting for a package. Whoop. Oh, that was disappointing. Onomatopoeia doesn't translate, no. But there's, you know, like other American, no, English? There we go. Not American. English onomatopoeia is a thing. I'm trying really hard to see if I can grapple that tree from here. Although I guess okay, this isn't working. This really isn't working. You don't want to call your slime monsters smooches. You actually began Persona 5 a couple days ago, and it was honestly disorienting to hear English actors use honorifics. I get why they're doing it, though, because in Persona 5 they explicitly make it clear that the characters are speaking Japanese, and that you understand. Oh. Dang it, I need to get closer. Stop shooting me. I can't reach from here. Gosh darn it. I think it would be more jarring if they used honorifics in a setting that wasn't meant to be Japanese. And I get why they do it, because trying to convey the certain level of familiarity or lack thereof that honorifics have in English doesn't necessarily work. And again, for this setting, I think the honorifics are fine. If the game was not set in Japan and the characters were not explicitly supposed to be speaking Japanese, it would be weird. Instead of a chew, it's an American wet willy. Oh, they localized the choo-choos as willies. It's wet willies, which sounds viscerally unpleasant now that I say it out loud. Yeah, I guess we'd all rather have a chew than a wet willy, huh? Ain't that right, Toucan Sam? There's another one behind me, isn't there? Oh no, they're chews. I mean, they're wet willies. Don't call them that. It's gonna be like Kohozuna being the dumpy all over again. Ooh! Okay, friends, you need to stop that. Cease. Kapotoka, what did you name your protagonist in Persona 5? I love hearing what people name their characters in games. That's why I love asking chat, like, their Pokemon nicknames and all that. Two of them are shocked to hear this new term of mine. Yeah, they're wet willies now, sorry. I don't know if there's a good way to translate the kiss pun. But I think choo-choo is still, like, whoa. Relatively understandable onomatopoeia for kissing. I can't see people being confused by that. Maybe. And I mean, I don't know, if you're playing a Zelda game and, like, the fact, like, what do you mean choo-choo is, like, the sound for kissing someone? If that's what is the one thing that sticks in your craw, I think you have bigger fish to fry. Boy, there's a lot of things that are on fire in here. Oh man, there's so many guys. Am I even gonna get a good reward in this island? If it's a piece of heart, I'll be okay with that. If it's a treasure chart, I'll be a little disappointed. I should maybe not fight quite so sloppily either. This is a lot easier than trying to Z-target. Because Z-targeting loves to make me target things that I don't want to aim for. Please, can these things just perish already? Ow, Toucan Sam is too durable. He needs to be a toucan. Ugh. You named your protagonist Starry Eyes. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this out in a way that will make sense. Starry Eyes Johnson is what I'm going to call them. Fire arrows do double damage. It would help if I hit. Okay. There we go. Very nice. Feels kind of counterintuitive that fire arrows would do more damage since they're shooting fire at me. I see you. Cease. Cease. Cease to be. I hate killing these little guys last. They just want to be my friend. Is that it? That's it. Magic users have magic resistance, but not their clothes. What are you gonna do if you meet a wizard that wears a fire retardant robe? What then? A treasure chart. Okay, I'll open the chart. And maybe if I come across it in my travels, I'll get it. But I don't want to go out of my way for it. What if it's just an orange ruby? I have to find it. There it is. Oh, this is one of... This treasure chart is in one of the islands that look like dice. I forget what they're called individually. Wizards powered by asbestos. Oh, they're wizards because that's the only way they'll survive. I don't want to get those. Whoop. You know... Oh. I didn't mean to talk to you, Uncle Boat. I mean, I guess he's lonely. Thank you for saying hello to me, Uncle Boat. Reefs, thank you. Could not remember the collective noun. Reefs. Reeves. Anyway, belatedly, Kapotoko, do you not find it distracting giving your protagonist a name that cannot be pronounced? Not that I'm not like there's a fault with it. I guess it's more, I know sometimes people will play games and will deliberately give characters very silly names, and I always wonder if that's immersion breaking for them or if they just don't really care. I give my characters serious names. Sometimes I'll give my Pokemon silly names, but I think narratively that's different. Where the heck is the fish? Or did I just go past the fish? I did go past the fish. I just saw something jump out of the water and I thought shark. But no, it was the fish. There you go. Either Christopher Reeves. Exactly. Hoi, small fry. And give me the dirt. You were way too chaotic to care. You have a history of naming your Pokemon protagonist Window and Shampoo and Carrot. I love all of those. Ham-ha! You best be careful sailing these waters on nights when the moon is full. Well, if you like pure, soul-freezing horror fry, then maybe you can handle it. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Like, the trick to standing up to pure, soul-freezing horror is to be even pure and more soul-freezingly horrifying than the horrible thing. Look at Link's huge cat eyes. I bet he can handle it. I didn't mean to switch to fire arrows. I was trying to hold down R to shoot. Like it's Splatoon. Oh, no, hang on. Let me do this again. Now I'm, like, not even in a good position to hit these. Also, it's just $5? Just $5? Never mind. This isn't worth it. Oh, wait, there's a ho-ho guy on the island. Never mind. Imminently worth it. I need to talk to the ho-ho guy. Most of the time, you name characters Steve or Loser. I'm just going to imagine they're all, like, the same guy, but Loser is their last name. Oh, I see. I do indeed. There's a child directly in front of me. Oh. What is he looking at? I guess that submarine over there? I guess I could check out that submarine. I've been very lax in checking out submarines. Huh. Why do I keep pressing random buttons? I think because I just forget what game I'm playing. And I think, this is the button I need to press to shoot the arrow. Like Splatoon. But no, I'm not using a tri-stringer. And then I press R to shoot the arrow, which is also not correct. It's Y to press to shoot the arrow. We get Y to press the arrow. The Johnson was more of a subtle joke at the fact it is the most basic-ass white name for an American as you're playing a Japanese character. I mean, you could just imagine, headcanon if you will, that maybe your character is half American. Oh, there's so many mini blins. Go away. Why are there flowers on the ground, too? Like, in Persona 4, I named my protagonist Ethan Murakami. And oh, it's a timer! That's what those are. And I just imagined that his parents were, I don't know, half Canadian. And the reason that they left him under the care of his uncle for a year was because, I don't know, they had business to attend to back home in Canada. And that's why he has an English first name but a Japanese surname. That was very long-winded. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get rid of these mini blins, but I think I'm gonna get yeeted out of here because there's so many mini blins, and I am not fighting them effectively. Oh, okay, it's just a timer for when the ladder comes down. I guess you just have to survive? I thought you have to kill them all, but no. Just kidding. Well, that's not nearly as, like, scary or exciting. Bob Johnson. Roll Fizzlebeef. I mean, considering how OP the... overpowered... Sorry, saying OP sounds weird. How overpowered the protagonist tends to be in Persona games. I think naming him something like Roll Fizzlebeef is fine. Big McLarge Huge sadly won't fit. But in spirit, Big McLarge Huge. Let me open this treasure chart. What number is it? Of course, it's near the bottom. This one is treasure chart 9. The other one I opened was like treasure chart 46, so I start scrolling from the back of the list, thinking it's also going to be 40-something. Humongous. Last hard cheese. I know I'm only reading half this message, but now I'm thinking about naming like a Persona protagonist Lord Crump, which is also very funny to me. Have any of you seen the Tumblr post where it's Persona 3 and in the name entry screen they've entered the name Weed Man, and then they show him in class and they call out his name as Man Weed, with the poster being like, oh damn it, I forgot how Japanese names work. Hello, Manweed from Class 2A, Manweed. In my Persona 5 protagonist, I think I said before, is named Arthur Ishikawa. So also, like, Western first name, Japanese surname. I don't have an elaborate headcanon for him yet, but I'm also going to pretend that, I don't know, mixed ancestry. Maybe his parents just left the name. I'll workshop it. Where's the fish? I don't have this... There we go. I don't have this island charted. Hello, fish. Fish! You were honestly surprised it gave you the option for a last name. Wait, you just put in the starry eyes and that was gonna be your protagonist's name. How do you pronounce that? Seven Star Isles. If you see seagulls flying all around some sea waters, that's a sign that you need to be wary, Fry. Because the seagulls flock to wherever big octos appear. Big octos, I tell ya! Those things don't mess around. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Well, that's all you're gonna tell me about Big Octo? It's no longer Big Pharma, it's Big Octo. Is there anything interesting here? Aside from, like, birds and boats. Which I should get rid of out of spite. Eh. Get out. That's true, Kapotiko is not the one pronouncing it, the character's the one saying it. And in cutscenes, it's just... like, if a character is supposed to say the name of your protagonist, they either... oops. They either leave it unsaid, or... like, the text will say your character's name. Like, it'll say Arthur, for me. But they'll just say this guy, or him. Or even if a character... hang on, I need to actually leave here. If they call him Ishikawa Senpai in the text, they'll just say Senpai. Out loud. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Great Fish. I'm gonna look for that chart that I don't have. You imagine them going, hey! Star emote. Period. Star emote. What's up? You're used to people not knowing how to pronounce the names you showcase. That's fair. Hang on. Where do I need to go for this chart? Sorry, my gamepad is hitting the desk as I'm trying to check the map. Incredible chart. I forget if it's the one directly west of me or southwest. It's southwest. Okay. There we go. I'm going the correct direction. This way. Anyway, I guess for future reference too, or even, you know, now, do any of you have names that you've given your protagonist? Doesn't have to be in Persona, any RPG or a game like Zelda, like with Link. Any protagonist names that you've used that you think are fun or that you're proud of, or just your standbys, like Steve or Loser, or Joe saying that he asked people on forums to name Link in Ocarina of Time, and they went with McButt. Maybe it's pronounced McBoot, and they're all just saying it wrong. And I think if I gone past where I need to go, I have. It's more northwards of me. Gosh darn it. Need to turn around. These boats are here somewhere, so there's a golden boat I need to shoot, and it should drop the chart that I need. Somewhere in here. Boat. McBoot, exactly. Maybe I should give a protagonist a weird name at some point, but I'm so not fussy about immersion, but I feel like it would just make it weird, or it would ruin the experience for me. Yes, I am very boring, thank you. I passed a small light ring. Oh. I was looking for the boat itself, like if the boat respawns, but... oh, now I gotta find the light ring. Here we go. Maybe this is it? I hope. Okay. Please. If it's $50, I'm throwing this back in the ocean. Oh, there we go! I guess I just didn't pick it up. Well. Although I probably threw it back in the ocean anyway. I mean, what do we do with these boxes, these chests when we're done with them and we've gotten all the loot out? Do we recycle them? It feels negligent to throw them back in the ocean. We pick them up just to litter once again. Angus McButt from the High Butt of North Kilt Town. Where's Tingle? There it is. Slowly spinning in circles, going, where tingle? Yes, give it to me. Good evening. Letters for Morri. We have one letter. This parcel has been sent cash on delivery. Postage due is 10... Okay, 10 rupees. That's fine. You may have already won a cruise. Notice to silver membership holders. Thank you for your frequent patronage of Beetle Shopships. Since you have earned 30 points, you have been granted a silver membership. All silver membership holders receive a special gift of 1 complimentary ID. It is valid at all Beetle Shopships, so bring it to a shopship near you. I look forward to your future patronage. Beetle. You got the complimentary ID. Who knows what this is, but apparently you should take it to Beetle. Look at this beautiful hand-drawn coupon. Beetle has a passion for graphic design, evidently. Hello, Taito. ¿Cómo está? O genki desu ka? Isn't Link a little young for an ID? Well, look, he's a homeowner now. He needs a piece of ID. Oh, Mr. Fairy! I've been longing to see you, sir. Okay, this is the same dialogue as before. No, Tingle, we're not playing. Also, you know, I just kind of blithely assumed the clock around his neck was a compass because of his, you know, whole map-making, map-reading steez. But now it's a clock. Like, what's his name? Flava Flav? Kurimpa. And it's not even a working clock. What is it supposed to mean, Tingle? So your employees can look at it and you can be like, oh, time is money, Mr. Fairy. Heave-ho. Genki desu. Très bien. I'm just gonna mix, like, as many languages as I can, which, granted, is not very many, but... It's always 4 o'clock when I visit him. It's almost time for drinking. Almost quitting time. Perpetually it's close to quitting time. So, like, his employees have false hope. Okay, I'm opening this treasure chart. Is that a Great Fish Isle? Hang on, I need to... Is it? No, it's not. Hang on, I need to slowly go through my maps here and try and figure out which one this treasure chart... Ooh, that one looks like a shark. It's called Shark Isle, of course it does. Which treasure chart this is referring to? It's not that one. It's possible it's one of the areas I don't have mapped on the bottom right. Let me have a look. Not there. Just slowly, methodically going through everything. Not here. No. Nope. It's not jumping out at me. Unless... No, I don't think that's Great Fish Isle, because the proportions aren't right. Well, let me go check out the spots that I don't currently have mapped. And if it's none of them, then I will take a closer look at my map. That one chapter of the Telltale Sam and Max game that was set in Hell, where Hell was an office building and the clock was permanently stuck at 4:59 p.m. Oh, man. So why did I go here? Oh, wait, no, I did go to the right place. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong... I had a different square highlighted on my map from when I was looking at it, and I thought I just, like, went to where Windfall is, and this isn't where I need to go, but no, I'm in the correct spot. I'm in the correct spot. Well, hang on a minute. Since we're here... No, Beetle! No, it's like the ice cream truck driving away. But I haven't partaken of ice cream from a truck in a very long time. I've heard them a few times over the past 2 years, although none immediately near me. But never actually gone down to one. There we go. Hello, Beetle. check it. You want to use your complimentary ID? Okay, here it goes. You are so great! Absolutely fantastic! Incredible! And there you go. Isn't it nice to be complimented once in a while? It is, isn't it? Hint, hint. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't go both ways. Sorry, Beetle, you're in customer service. You know your lot in life. Okay. That uses up my coupon, too. So yeah, if you were wondering what that does, Beetle says you're great. Totally worth it, by the way. Totally worth making 30 purchases. I mean that genuinely. Oh, I need some fish bait. There we go. Man, I've actually got 6 pieces of bait. So I have 3 more I can throw on the ground if I wanted to. I think I am on top of it. I think I am on top of it. That is inconvenience. And there are sharks. Okay, friends, can you cease to be? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, they just respawn? Maybe they don't respawn. I guess the ocean is very big. There are probably more than 3 sharks in the whole ocean. I mean, I'm not a shark expert. A shark spurt. A shark scholar. Please. There we go. A sharkaholic. I just can't live without sharkahol. Yay! I did it! Well, I guess this is exactly what I needed. One of the spots I don't have charted. Let me go feed this fish, too. I've entered the Shark Tank. Link is here to promote his small business. He's an entrepreneur. A shark scholar. Hello. Yes, I would like some information. Don't drink sharkahol in your vehicle. By which I mean a boat. Do not drink sharkahol in your avuncular boat. Hey, small fry. Do you know about the Nintendo gallery? The only way in there is to hit a switch that's way up high in the Forest Haven. But the only way to do that would be to bribe one of the gulls by putting a little bait on your head. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Boy, yeah, I wish I had realized I need to use a gull sooner, instead of, like, all that embarrassing maneuvering around I did. Oh, well. I guess that's one of the perils of streaming, is that everybody gets to see my embarrassing maneuvering around. Let's sit a little closer, actually. There we go. Oh, hydrate. I will do that. Let me get on safe land. Ah, thank you. I actually have iced coffee with me today. You know, since it's the afternoon, I can treat myself and have a little iced coffee. Do any of you enjoy iced coffee? I actually prefer iced Americanos. Those are usually my go-to if I want a cold coffee-based drink. I just got iced coffee because it's a little cheaper. But I like the flavor of iced Americanos better than iced coffee. That's right. I should just take notes from that one sniffet that is incapable of embarrassment. Arguably the best NPC, not only in Origami King, but just RPGs generally. Although that breakdancing mole is pretty good. Oh, a lot of people enjoy iced coffee. I'm surprised because I know a lot of people that also just really don't like coffee at all, period. Which I also get. And even then, like, I enjoy Americanos, which if you're not a coffee person, that is espresso and hot water. I find they are smoother tasting than coffee, which tends to taste very acrid. That said, I'm primarily a tea drinker. However, I enjoy like the smooth bitterness of Americanos. I do not put any sugar in my coffee, but I do like cream. I put milk in my tea. Cream is too rich, but for coffee, I like cream. And now you know. You've not tried coffee? Wow, I'm surprised. Like, not even out of, like, morbid curiosity. Cold brewing, I think, makes some pretty dang good coffee. Just preparing it that way, you avoid a lot of the more astringent notes that tend to plague coffee. Oh, I see. You're probably supposed to, like, light a stick on fire and get up here. Oh. Well, I hope I can get out of here. It'd be very funny if in here was just, like, 1 rupee, or even just, like, a note that said, "You fool. What have you done?" Oh, okay. But I don't see why I need to use a stick that's on fire if I have fire arrows. Maybe I should make some cold brew iced coffee at home. But I don't have... I'd have to buy filters for it. I do not have any filters. Maybe I could just take some from work. No, no, you didn't let me in. Why wouldn't you let me in? A chest that says, "I took the rupee. Best regards." Where's that from? That's from something, isn't it? Like, not Phantom Hourglass. There's something I can grapple onto. I can't hookshot, can I? Or do I just really need to leaf better? But yeah, I feel like I've seen that in a game somewhere where, like, you open a chest and it's empty. There we go. Okay, I just have to leaf better. Oh, there's a Korok here. That's good to know. I feel like I should do that Korok quest now because I feel bad. It does sound like something you'd encounter in Earthbound. Oh, hello. I'm gonna get the goop just cuz. Yeah. Pew. Oh, not the sorry nothing. I do know the sorry nothing moment. But no, it was like something, there's a note in a chest, or like I've already taken the contents. Ah, treasure chart. I mean, I don't know, why do you make me do the treasure chart? Can't you just give me the $50? Sorry, it's a treasure chart. $200. Whatever it is. Okay, well, I've opened it, so if I come across it, I'll take it, but... let's find my boat. And I'm going to chart out the other 2 islands here. Hey, come on. Let me in. Okay. And then... maybe I will do the Korok quest. Because it does give you a piece of heart, I believe. And I do need 1 more piece to complete a heart container. And I like Koroks. I feel like I need to do them solid. Yeah, now it's really bothering me. I feel like I've seen that in a game somewhere. Maybe even a Zelda game where, like, just you open the chest and it's already empty. Phantom Hourglass, maybe? I feel like that's a thing in Phantom Hourglass. Like, right near the beginning. Like, around when you first meet Linebeck. Fish. Okay, let's get some bait out. Eh. Oh, you're making yogurt. I remember we did that once in my science class in, like, grade 7. But it didn't turn out. think the teacher did something wrong, so they were like, oh, never mind, we probably shouldn't drink this yogurt. I don't think it's spoiled, not in the way yogurt should be spoiled. Have you seen it, small fry? The ghost ship? Because it's real. I've even been seen here, or it's even been seen here in these very waters. I thought he was saying I've been seen there on the ghost ship. Maybe I'm a ghost, Fry. Ooh. On nights when the crescent moon faces down, that's when the horror rises. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Whoa, hello. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Oh, I wanted to use the grappling hook to steal a feather from this thing, but I can't use the grappling hook on the boat. You know, heck this bird. Heck this bird. I'm out. I don't care anymore. Goodbye. Whatever, bird. I have one more island to chart out. Which way am I going? I need to go this way. Yeah, I ask chat a lot of questions, I know, but I like hearing people's thoughts on things. Do you like yogurt? Because I know yogurt's also a polarizing food. I like yogurt quite a bit and frequently have it for breakfast. However, none of that fat-free yogurt. 0% milk-fat yogurt is a travesty. It tastes like chalk. I will not stand for it. I feel like you need at least 3% milk fat. What is going on here? It's like a hat convention. Looks like a race course. Oh yeah, yogurt with GHU. That's a common spelling depending on where you go. You know, what language? That is not what I want. What am I doing? I'm trying to scoop up this fish. No, I need... Oh, it's because my grappling hook is on my R button. That's why. Greek yogurt is bad. You always get tricked into eating it and you hate it. Greek yogurt's so good. But again, it can't be 0% milk fat. There's some brands out there, even in the grocery store, and I see a lot of the time they'll have like, ooh, interesting flavors like key lime or something, but then there's 0% milk fat. Like, stop, love yourself. Do not eat fat-free yogurt. It tastes like chalk. It's awful. At least 3% milk fat. You need at least 3%. Let me ask you something, Fry. Have you been using ZR to make your boat jump? Well, have you? Of course, going out to sea just to jump around would be real dumb if you ask me. Anyway, what you can do is tilt L to move your tiller just as you land. That's how you make a sharp turn. If you didn't know that, why don't you try it out? I really wish this was not the final island that I got the info for, because actually that would have been good to know. But, oh well, oh goodness gracious. So is this like a race course? What's going on here? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hang on a second. I need my hook shot. I can get up here. Chocolate-covered yogurt bar that sounded delicious. You bought it and it was atrocious. Ugh. Hey, that's a pretty slick boat you got there, kiddo. So what do you say, kiddo? You want to play a boat game for 30 rupees? What do you say? Tell me the rules first, please. Well, I ain't that good a talker. But here goes. Now listen up. Also, hello, Rainbow. Welcome. The deal is, you take your boat and sail over the barrels floating in the water and see how many rupees you can bring to the finish line within the time limit. There's two kinds of floating barrels you gotta watch out for. The ones that float on their sides and the ones that float upright. You can get the rupees above the barrels floating on their sides just by sailing right over the barrels. But if you run into the barrels floating upright in the water, they'll rough you up. You know you can press ZR to jump your boat, right? Yeah, well, to get the rupees over the upright barrels, you gotta jump with ZR. It's the only way. The barrels get placed out there based on which way the wind's blowing. So watch that wind gauge behind your boat real careful, like. You can only use your regular sail in the race. None of them fancy speedy sails, you hear? Oh, and one more thing. If time runs out before you finish, you lose. So watch the timer too, will ya? Them's the rules. What do you say? Want to give it a shot? Did he say what do you say twice? He did. Alrighty, then go down to the start line. Does this guy just stand here 24/7 hoping that someone in a little sailboat will come by and play his game? I guess that's just his job. Oh. I did not time that well. Uncle Bo, wait. Uncle Bo, wait. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh. Beyond here is outside the bounds of the course. We must not stray out of bounds. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, this way. How did I get so turned around? I realize now that you don't have to jump to go over those ones. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Morri, you don't need to make a little noise every time you jump. You know, but it's habit. It's a bad habit. One of the reasons I think I've taken to streaming is because that's a habit I do when I play games of my own. Bombs. Why do we have those? Ugh. The King of Red Lions does not go out of bounds. He has very strong moral principles, and that involves staying between the lines. We do not color outside the lines, young man. We stay firmly within bounds. Whoop. Well, I'm glad I seem to have gotten the hang of it after that initial collision. Knock on wood. Ugh. Okay. Sorry, you needed 150 to get anything. That's true. You don't need to go ow when you get hurt, or whoa when you do something cool, and ah when something spooks you, but then are you properly immersed, correct? I missed one. I missed a single rupee. Do it again. Oh, this guy's in the cafe at Windfall at night, so I'm keeping him away from his sharkahol, is what you're saying. He wants to go get drunk on sharkahol, but he can't, because some punk kid wants to run his obstacle course. Here's the 149 rupees you collected, as I promised. They're all yours. Enjoy, kiddo. Looks like you made a fortune. Come back and do it again sometime. You don't get anything for getting, like, all 150, right? For catching all 150 rupees. Do you get Mew? Mew is actually under the boat. Did you know? Under the truck that's just outside the SS Uncle boat. I do. I get 150 rupees. You know, I bet the course would be more interesting if there were sea hats harassing you the whole time. And by interesting, I mean miserable. Oh, you get bonus rupees. Actually, hang on really quick. I think I do need to go to Outset. I think the Beetle shopship is closest to Outset. When is Ganon gonna turn the King of Red Lions into Mario Kart 8 DLC? Can we stick some wheels on the King of Red Lions? I'd like to see that. The Master Cycle is out. And Uncle Boat but Go-Kart. I guess Uncle Kart is in. Okay, where's my Beetle chart? Here we go. Oh no, he's further north. He's near Great Fish. Hang on. Well, pressed B to close the chart, but I need to hit the button on the touch screen. Instead of just throwing Link into the ocean. You know, I'm surprised Link's hair is like, if you ever been out near the ocean when there's just a salty sea breeze and then it just kind of cakes into your hair. Like, I'm surprised Link's hair looks so soft and buoyant. I feel like it should be a brick at this point. permanently encrusted in salt. Like, deer trying to use this child's head as a salt lick. Except I don't know if there are any deer in the Zelda universe. I guess maybe in Breath of the Wild. Okay. So he should be just north of me. Is it time for the long one? The piece that I really would not want to have to get with a splitting headache, perhaps? I'm gonna take a sip of my iced coffee while I sail. Okay. Do not drink and drive in a vehicle boat. Even if it's iced coffee. Never drive while distracted. Don't shoot cannons at other drivers either. It's very rude. Okay, this should be the right boat, I think. Hey, look at these fancy curtains. It's like secret. I have to double posture check. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna fix my posture. Okay. I'm sitting up straight and I'm stretching my hands. Ugh. Oh, it feels really good to stretch. Ugh. And now I'm gonna slouch again. I am shrimping real good. And now I'm gonna check my posture one more time. Big stretch, stretching my hands, stretching my wrists, stretching my fingers. There we go. I have honored 2 posture checks. Oh, yeah, they're purple curtains. They must cost a fortune. How can he afford to give out complimentary tickets? We've remodeled and reopened. Hoorah! And right now we're having a special grand reopening sale. Have a look around. Okay, that's right. As Endora mentioned, there isn't actually a time limit on here, even though the game makes you think there is. If I buy this, then I'll have a full set and I won't need to do the Korok quest, but yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Yay. Because I said I would. Oh, thank you so much. You're happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. Are we? Mysterious stranger in a helmet? Are we? Yeah, I'll take this. Hey.
Thank you.
Where did he get that helmet? It's very big, too. Like, is it custom made? I'd say maybe he killed it, or... No, he killed someone and took the helmet off him. Maybe he killed some living armor and took its helmet. I don't know. Treasure chart, where are you? But, maybe he got it custom made. Gotta hide his identity, right? But wearing a mask would be too prosaic. Double my posture check, double the fun, double the spinal health. Okay, well, my whole map is charted. Exciting. Amazing. There is nothing left to discover in this world. I've ruined so many people's dreams of being, like, famous explorers in this universe. Because now, like, a 10-year-old child, however old Link is, I don't think we've decided, has done it all. The helmet has to be custom made since his eyes are so close together. Like, he only needs to wear one goggle in the pool. That's just really funny to imagine, is a cyclopean goggle. Like, it's just one round lens. Like a circle. Like the porthole of a boat. Just because Beetle's eyes are so close together. Okay, so there is a Triforce piece here on Outset. I think I have to go climbing to the very top. I think. And if I'm wrong, oh well. I'll find it. Ooh. Hello, friends. Wait, ever since I left, there's been an infestation of monsters. I guess maybe that's what Link does. To while away his days on Outset, is like kill chews for fun and sport. But now that no one's here to control the pest population, they're breeding like rats or like chews. How do chews propagate? Well, you see, children, when a choo-choo and a wet willy... Never mind. It's going places I don't like. Hello, sir. I think I've already talked to him, but... I just... Oh, yes, beneath that rock head, the drum! Oh, I nearly spoke aloud without thinking. It is a secret. Yes, quite a secret. I just wanted to hear him make that noise. God, that red eye is so uncomfortable. Sir, blink. Please, blink. We're worried about you. Your family and friends are all worried about you. Do I need to jump from this rock to make it across? Or can I make it just from the bridge? I can't use the hook shot, can I? Probably not. No. I feel like I always forget if you're supposed to jump from here or on top of the rock. And then whichever one I pick is the wrong one. Oops, hang on. Forgot what song I was playing for a second. The top of the bridge post also works excellent. I want to fall and have to climb back down. I feel like a weenie. More, you already feel like one. I know. I know. Yay, we did it. We made it. Everything's good. I didn't fall. Yeah, I think the rock is intended because I feel like that's what I use, but the post of the bridge works nicely, and you can just... It's on a slope, so you can walk up there easily. Ugh. Ah. Wait. No. No. Man, what is... Ow, the enemy in Metroid Prime that thing reminds me of. Like, you face it pretty early on in order to get the Morph Ball. Okay, that's the Great Fairy Fountain. I don't need to go in there, I think. So it'd be elsewhere, I think. Maybe. Are they just called beetles in Metroid Prime? Enemy names are a little sillier in that game, aren't they? Like Zoomers and... I was about to say Gleeox, but no, that's Zelda. That is Zelda. Can I get up here using the hookshot at all? No. There's a specific one that you have to fight in order to get the morph ball, and it kind of stares you down and then steps back and forth and then charges at you, and you have to shoot its back. Yeah, the sub-boss guy. Plated beetle? Well, I guess that's a little more elaborate than just beetle, but still. It feels like not weird enough to be a Metroid enemy name. Okay, I can't get up there. It's not actually, like, where the Great Fairy is it? Because, like, just here is where the Great Fairy was. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Fairy Fountain. So there's another rock somewhere that I have to lift. Maybe it's not in this forested area? I don't recall now. Oh, bother. Well, it's somewhere. If it's not in this forested area, I'll find it somewhere. There's just a rock I have to lift somewhere. Old Man Ho-Ho was looking at it. Well, he was looking across in this direction, yeah? Towards where this place was, but... maybe he wasn't. I genuinely cannot remember if that's that guy's actual name. Old Man Ho-Ho. Or if we've just made it up. I can't get up here. Is it down below somewheres? Because I guess, yeah, he's looking off in another direction. It is absolutely his name. Okay. Well, let me go, I guess, look elsewhere. And the chat is flooded with, Morri, no, you're in the right area. What are you doing? Oh, never mind. Oh, this is where I need to go. I do just need to fly farther. Whoop. It is absolutely his name. Wonderful. Because if it wasn't, like, I would write a letter to Nintendo anyway and say, hey, can you retroactively change this character's name to Old Man Ho-Ho? Thank you. Love, Morri. Oh. Oh, yeah, I see why there's fairies there. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits. I've got 2 fairies, I have a blue potion, and I have soup. I should be fine. Knock on wood. You know. Why didn't I save? I don't think it really matters, but... Whoop. Oh, you're Morri, where are you going? No, stop. Comment was actually earlier. Yeah, I have a bottle of Grandma's soup. That's been sitting in my inventory for a very long time now. And I'm sure it still tastes great and is still hot. You're right. The naming propensity for things in Metroid is balanced. Sometimes you get Beetle and sometimes you get Gel Zap. Also, hello, Belle. How are you? Everybody wish Belle a happy birthday too. It was her birthday yesterday. The soup will probably reduce health at this point. It's yogurt now. The soup has become yogurt. But you're right, I should be careful about this. Knowing how reckless I tend to be. And that I don't take fights as seriously as I ought. Hello, Nox, how are you? How did Cultist Simulator go the other day? Also, Nox, are you streaming today? I know sometimes you do Saturday streams. Because if you are, and you start after, or before I finish, we can all raid Nox. And maybe Grandma's really into preserving. Okay, the soup is actually pickles and yogurt. Yeah, maybe my pocket keeps the soup nice and warm. It's like one of those perpetual stews. Please, somebody, I hope they know what I'm talking about. Sent to scorch, sent to scorch. Has anyone here attempted to preserve food before? Pickling. Or making, I guess Taito's making yogurt. That counts. I know my pal Carrie makes her own pickles every year. They always look so good. But I know pickles can also be kind of a divisive food. I like pickles personally. Like, I don't go out of my way for them, but I like them well enough. I like that tang. You've eaten food that's been in the pantry for a long time. Does that count? Has it been in the pantry long enough to go through a state change? Oh, you've made sauerkraut, kimchi, and yogurt. Dang. I used to hate sauerkraut when I was little. Like, my parents would... Sometimes we'd have pierogies for supper. And my parents liked the sauerkraut ones, and I thought it was disgusting. I couldn't deal with it. I'm okay with sauerkraut now. Again, I don't go out of my way for it. And it's one of those foods I can't eat a lot of, but I do like it well enough. Actually, a while back, I'll have to make it again. I made some good... It was like sausage with sauerkraut and apples. That was pretty tasty. It wasn't too hard to make. You just had to get a jar of sauerkraut. Kimchi I haven't had a lot of in the past. I remember I've had like grocery store kimchi that, because I wanted to try it and it was gross. I've had kimchi at restaurants that was better, but kimchi also tends to be a little too spicy for me. I know I'm a baby. I like some spicy foods, but certain spices I'm not good with, like sriracha. I know a lot of people really love sriracha, but that one I've always found is too peppery for me. Maybe peppery just isn't the word. It burns too much. I like some heat, but I don't like heat that feels like it's actively scalding my tongue. Oh, you played Oregon Trail. Oh, my pal Carrie was playing Oregon Trail the other day. Did you make it? Are you winning, bun? Well, other people don't like the flavor of sriracha. It's not just me, because it feels like that's like the de facto hot sauce for a lot of people is sriracha. Rip Reginald, gone but not forgotten. Oh no, who's Reginald? How did he die? You've made hot kimchi, but you like it mild or not hot at all. I think a little heat's good. Maybe it's like depending on like the type of cuisine, the peppers used to make it spicy would differ. So it might just be like the like, what is it, gochujang? If I'm saying that correctly, in a lot of Korean food that I'm not a huge fan of. But then I haven't really gotten to eat Korean food very often either, which I'd like to change. I've had bibimbap a few times, and I thought it was fantastic. Although, I don't like the, I get the gochujang, because it's too hot for me. So if I get bibimbap, I've asked them, can you omit the hot sauce or just put it on the side so I can do like a teeny bit? But bibimbap's so good. You gotta have it in that stone bowl, because then the rice gets a little crispy. I've heard about the sriracha shortage. Like at the coffee shop I work at, we have sriracha. So if somebody gets like a sandwich, they can get sriracha with it, and we have it in stock now, but we were out of stock for a while. Yeah, I find I tend to prefer Mexican hot sauces a little more than the ones you get in some Asian cooking. But again, like Asia's a huge place, so it doesn't really narrow it down. I forget the name of it now. Like Cholula? That's a Mexican hot sauce, yeah? You name the characters from chat, and Reginald was Kokodako, who got snatched by a bandit. Oh no, is it that mini game where like one of your party members gets taken by a bandit and you have one shot to free them, and you missed? Oh no. My pal Carrie's gotten really good at that mini game. She knows the precise pixel to aim for, because just the heartbreak of losing a party member to a missed shot is unbearable. I'm sorry you met with a terrible fate. Capo Reginald Deco. Tabasco's good too. I like Tabasco. I like Frank's Red Hot sauce as well. I like putting it on eggs. Dang, that's what I should do. Well, I want to go to the grocery store now. Get some hot sauce so I can have eggs with hot sauce. I've had a hankering for them lately. Valentina sauce. I'll have to look for that. I've never seen that, but then I don't look very closely. I don't buy hot sauce very often, and usually I tend to put it mostly on eggs. Ow. But I can see people not liking Tabasco or Frank's Red Hot sauce because they are very vinegary. But for me, I like that vinegary tang. Man, that guy's been waiting in this jar, or in that jar, in this labyrinth for who knows how many years, and it's finally his big day, and then he's just dead in a heartbeat. That's so sad. I've never had Texas Pete. That's a fun name. Yeah, the smokiness in Mexican hot sauces. I like that. But then there's so many hot sauces out there, and I've only tried a very, very, very tiny portion of them because I don't tend to do spicy food very often. I also have a sensitive stomach, so I have to be careful. Even these days, I don't like eating things that have a lot of tomato in them, like chili. I used to really like making chili, but now I find anything with too much of a tomato base, my stomach just doesn't enjoy it. Too acidic. Ow. I thought I killed that other one. I wasn't expecting it to charge at me. Oh, you can parry that? Huh. Ow. There's too many little guys getting in my way. Ow. Being very sloppy. It's like, Morri, you have like, how many floors of this is there? Like 50? If you couldn't eat chili, you might cry. Or you would cry. Oh. Okay, okay. Pull for chat. Because I've heard it's a little polarizing in places. If you have chili, do you like beans in it? Yes or no? Because I've heard from actually multiple people who are from Texas. Like, I have a coworker who lived in Texas for a long time, that you do not do beans and chili there. Ah, chili is supposed to have beans. See what I mean? Polarizing. I have always put beans in my chili, but apparently, at least in Texas, beans and chili is blasphemous. But I always think of, like, beans as a staple ingredient in chili, to the point where I think, okay, if you do chili, but there's no beans, then what else do you put in it? And I know that's very simplistic, because, yeah, there's other ingredients I put in chili. Like, yeah, like meat, onions, tomatoes. I like sweet potatoes, actually. I've done sweet potatoes in chili before. You know what's an unusual ingredient that works well in chili? You don't put much in. Just a little is fish sauce. I know that might sound weird, but fish sauce adds a nice umami, a richness to it, kind of like using Worcestershire sauce. And I mean, it's like making I like making Thai curry, and that's also you need fish sauce for. If you've never used it before, it doesn't taste fishy. You don't add a fishy tasting component. It's just a subtle depth of richness. That said, fish sauce is very pungent, so be careful that you don't spill it or get it on your hands. It's not the end of the world, but it stinks. Pretty strong. Yeah, if you don't put beans in chili, what's the filling part? Whoa. I need some more arrows. I guess I could just use a boomerang for this. There we go. Ow, beanless chili! I've seen chili on pasta before. I've never tried it myself. Oh, I keep forgetting they break. I don't have to do anything. But yeah, I haven't had chili on pasta, but I know it's a thing. I know it's a thing people do. Cinnamon and chili is no, really. I've put cinnamon and chili before. Cocoa powder also might sound odd, but that also adds a nice depth of flavor to chili. Chat is getting polarized. Good. Give me all your food hot takes. I'm just gonna switch some things around. There we go. I know I've seen people express discontent when Splatfests are food themed, because it's like, oh, there's too many of them, but most people have an opinion on food. So I think it's a fairly safe bet. You know, like the Splatfest, sometimes there have been subjects that people haven't really had an opinion on. Like the Transformers one. You know, a lot of people, they're like, well, I'm not really familiar with Transformers, you know, what do I pick? But everybody has to eat. So people are gonna have an opinion on food. So they make fun discussions. Cincinnati, they do chili on spaghetti, but you like macaroni better. That sounds good. I'd like to try that. Chili on macaroni. Never had a Frito pie. I don't think I've ever had a Frito. What makes me think people aren't eating Transformers? You got me there. Someone out there probably would give anything to eat Optimus Prime's left leg. I don't think I want to contemplate that further. Oh, come on. There you go. Why Weird Al made so many parodies about food. It's a universally understood concept. Exactly. Everybody has to eat. Yeah, the right leg will not do. It has to be Optimus's left. I know of... Is it Radiatore? Radiatore? Sorry to anyone who may speak Italian. I don't think I've had it, but I know what shape you're talking about. No, that's not what I want to target. No, I want to target the bubble. The bubble! Ah. The economy. The bubble economy. No. Left is where the flavor is. No, it's where the flavor is left. Ah. Come on. No. Accept snack. I'm just gonna use one of these. Accept snack. There we go. Has anyone here tried a chili dog? You know, like our Lord and Savior Sonic the Hedgehog's favorite food? I don't think I have. I'm not a hot dog person. And I feel like if I ate a chili dog, it would just make me feel sick. And I mean, I'd try it if somebody offered one to me. Wouldn't go out of my way for it. The jiggle of their armor when I hit it is funny to me. Armor has jiggle physics. Whoosh. Yeah, never eaten a Frito chili pie, never had a chili dog. Maybe it's because I'm Canadian. Another one where you want beanless chili. I suppose, yeah, if you had beanful chili on a dog, the beans would just kind of slough off. What do I put on a hot dog? I have to think about that. Like, I'll eat, like, veggie dogs or turkey dogs. Honestly, I like lots of toppings. Like, I won't go out of my way for it, but if people are like, do you want the works? I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take the works, except raw white onion. Because, oops, I know that's a thing in some places. I forget, maybe Chicago? I'm very sorry to any Chicagoans in here if I got your hot dog topping wrong, because I know that's a thing people are very passionate about. Ketchup on hot dogs is considered blasphemy in Chicago. Oh, that was the whole labyrinth. I thought it was longer. Oh well. Woohoo! I did it! Incidentally, I believe in the GameCube version, you don't get the Triforce chart, you get a shard. Sorry, you don't get the shard, you get a chart. There's more floors? What do you mean there's more floors? What? Is that why I was thinking that felt short? I shouldn't have left? Oh no, I did see that statue out of the corner of my eye and thought, oh, do I have to... Oh. I can't just, like, go back down, can I? Welp. Sorry. Maybe that's why I was thinking that can't be right. It was too easy. Just a heart piece. Oh, well, look, I'll do the Korok quest. Because I know how much you love Korok, Centaura. Oh, that sour note is for you. Oh, right. Sorry, I have to be on Uncle Boat. I keep trying to ditch him. Sorry, Uncle Boat. A classic here has tomatoes, mayo, and avocado on top of the sausage. You call it the Italian. When I think of Italian cuisine, I definitely think of avocado. I thought the game froze for a second. It's like, oh no. Do it again, Morri. Uncle Boat just turns to look at me, and there's this ominous pause. Well done, Morri. With the shards you have collected, the Triforce of Courage is now complete at last. We must make for Hyrule, quickly. Oh, hold your horseshoes. No, wrong. Should I try and beat Wind Waker now, or should I save that for next Friday? I don't remember how long the last spurt takes. I insult Chili, I leave the Savage Labyrinth, I hang out with Koroks. Okay, how about I do the Korok quest, I finish the Savage Labyrinth, and then I can do the last bit on next Friday. Last spurt is decently sizable. Oh, it's because the green, white, and red, that's why you call it the Italian. I see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Italy's not the only country with red, white, and green in its flag. I know, I don't do the Nintendo Gallery. You come into my home, you don't do the Nintendo Gallery. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. On the day of my Korok's wedding. Cease. Stop. It's not... I wouldn't immediately make the association with the colors of the ingredients. And, the, fillings, the toppings of the hot dog. Plant was reenacting what you would do if I was Optimus Prime's left leg. That's fair. Didn't do the merchant trading quest. I know, I'm awful, aren't I? Sorry, okay, the rest of the stream is cancelled as Morri laboriously finishes the entire Nintendo Gallery, including doing a New Game Plus, to get all the missable ones. You'd have to do it on a New Game Plus anyway, wouldn't you? Just for, because you can't get the deluxe Picto box right away. I think? Okay, so there is like a chart or something, or are the Koroks already marked on my map somewhere? I don't remember now. Let me talk to the Deku Tree here. This game sort of has New Game Plus in that one of the things you can get is you get the hero's new clothes. It's an invisible tunic, so Link does the whole game in like his lobster jammies. You can also understand the Hylian that's spoken by Valoo and Jabun and all that. But yeah, it is kind of spoilery for the plot. I guess tell me about the Koroks. The island Koroks. Is there not a way for, like, them to tell you where all the Koroks are? Am I just mistaken here? If I ask about the forest water? Because I don't remember exactly where the Koroks are. I feel like I've read this already, so... 30 minutes, okay. Okay, so they are marked on my sea chart. Where? Where does it say? No, I don't want to read the fish dialogue. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Where are the indications that there's a Korok on an island? Because I'm not seeing it. It's marked on my map already, but I'm not, like, there's not, like, a chart I have to open, is there? Oh, little leaves in the corners of the squares. Let me just make sure I can find one here. Let's make sure I'm looking in the correct spot. Gotta be, like, at least one somewhere. Where... Korok? 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 Meh. Korok? I'm not seeing any of them. I'm probably just overlooking it like a fool. Koroks. I am looking at the main Great Sea chart, so that's why I'm baffled by this, that I'm not seeing the leaves. I wish there was a way to just, like, quickly cycle through them all, especially on the top screen. Plunk. Hang on. Really quick. Let me see if I can't... Just gonna pull up a chart so I can see what the leaves are supposed to look like. Okay. So there should be one here. I'm not seeing... Where's the leaf? I'm looking on an island that should have a Korok on it, and I don't see the little leaf that should be there. I shouldn't need to cycle through it. Wait, it's not all the little red circles on my map, is it? Is that what those are? I just kind of assumed, like, it was highlighting where, like, the islands are on maps, on squares where they're too tiny to see. But is the little circle actually the Korok? I was looking for a leaf. But... no, that can't be it, because there's... Nah, oh, maybe? There's too many of them? I see, I have just a chart here on the internet now. Maybe I'll just consult this chart. And that way I don't even have to keep pulling up the map, because I can just look over here. Yeah, like, you sound right. I'm not seeing them on the map. I'm sure it's very obvious and I'm just a fool. But anyway, whatever. Let me get rid of this. You're free! I'm honestly shocked that she heals me. And doesn't immediately try to enact revenge. Can I not just... take the water? I take the water. Can I not take the water, like, where it's bubbling? Oh, they get highlighted when you have forest water. Okay. Can I not just, like, scoop? Is that not how it works? Did I miss something? Ugh. Morri, please. Let me sip my iced coffee while I read through this. Oh, deeper, I see. Okay. I'm just a fool. Prolonging my struggle in this doomed world is their punishment. There we go, okay. You filled your bottle with forest water. You can use it multiple times, but it loses its forest freshness after just 30 minutes. After that, it becomes normal water. I want to drink it. I want to drink it. Okay. Oh, you're right. So it is marked with leaves on the correct spot. I need to go to Uncle Boat. Stop trying to ditch Uncle Boat, Morri. If you drink it, you become a Korok. That's how they get you. Wow, there's a horror story. That is not Uncle Boat. What if I just ditched Uncle Boat and I went with Beetle instead? Just played the Ballad of Gales on Beetle's shop ship. Guess what, Beetle? We're besties now. Okay, well, good to know that there are leaves on my map. Because I was very bemused, but yeah, they don't actually appear until you're holding forest water. Oh, I can see the maps clear, or the leaves on the map clearly now. There was nothing displayed beforehand. But yeah, they only appear, I guess, when you're actually toting around the forest water. Hup. My pockets are indeed warm, and the fairy's thanking me for saving her from the cold of the night. They're visibly crying in the bottle, though. Like, they look sad. Let's hook shot. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, it's fine. Sorry, my hook shot is usually on the R button. Oh, I have to go in the hole, don't I? That's right. Never mind. Thank goodness the forest water is infinite. Otherwise I'd be in trouble. Oh. There we go. You know what I need to ask chat with regards to polarizing questions? Is a hot dog a sandwich? I know that's a classic polarizing query, but I want to know your thoughts. Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's right, I've unleashed the beasts. It's a taco. Is a taco a sandwich, though? Like, let's get into the phylogeny here. Am I saying that word right? Boy, I've never had to say it out loud. You will not respond to this query. It's because I'm doing the Korok quest. Come on, I think it's funny. Depends on the context. In topology, sure. In topology, it's not. Thank you very much, swordsman. You must find 7 more of my fellow Koroks. If you pour that forest water on all our trees, then the trees will surely go strong again. But remember, in just 2728, the forest water you have will turn into plain water. So hurry up and look for my fellow Koroks. Oh, it's weird they can just tell. Hey, Uncle Boat. Where am I parked? You did it backwards. Oh, I know what you meant. I thought you don't want to acknowledge the question, partially out of spite for the whole Korok quest thing. I am not navigating these islands well. It's all about the placement of the carbohydrate. In the U shape, it's a taco. If multiple layers, like a Big Mac, it's a cake. So, okay, maybe the question is not, is a hot dog a sandwich, but is a Big Mac a cake? That's the real question. My personal thought on the hot dog issue, because it wouldn't be right for me to ask this question without answering myself, is I think a hot dog doesn't qualify, not specifically because of the topography, but because of how it's loaded. I guess maybe it is the topography in a sense, because the filling is oriented upwards, and the bun is cut on a bias, but it's not bisected completely. And you could argue, like, well, what about, like, say, a sandwich at Subway? The bun is not completely sliced through there either. But the fillings are oriented horizontally, whereas a hot dog, it's all vertical. And I think that verticality disqualifies it from being a sandwich. I suppose if you turned a hot dog sideways and you completely ensconced it in the bun, oh, the Koroks over there, then maybe you could count that as a sandwich. But I also feel that would not be a primo way of eating a hot dog, because then you would risk the fillings rolling away. In the context of origin, if it comes from the sandwich region of the UK, then yes, but otherwise it's a sparkling bun. That's what Nox is. They're a sparkling bun. Okay, these Koroks all say the same thing. Good to know. There are only sandwiches, salads, and soups. I feel like you could almost make one of those, like, you know, there are only two genders jokes. There are only three genders: soup, salad, or sandwich. Or like, maybe that's the next Splatfest. Soup, salad, or sandwich. Is milk and cereal a soup? It's a stew. I mean, obviously. It's got thick bits in it. It's a stew. It's like how what a fish is ill-defined, even though, you know what a fish is when you look at it. As Endora said, I'll know it when I see it. You know what a fish is. But technically, fish is not well categorized. That's right, that's the next Splatfest. What's your gender? Soup, salad, or sandwich? Fish aren't real. Much like that joke conspiracy theory about birds not being real, which, by the way, actually was... Sometimes I do the crossword puzzle, like on the Washington Post website, when I'm on the train or during my breaks at work. And that was a clue the other day, was referring to, like, what isn't real according to, like, a joke conspiracy theory. Actually, more cosmic, I was doing the WAPO crossword, and I missed? I missed. But the grass next to it is going to be super healthy. I was doing the WAPO crossword, and one of the clues was asking the name of the singer who did the song Wicked Game. Chris Isaac, I actually know that song. But I went into a store that same day, and they were playing that song. Like, wow, cosmic. There has not been a beef, chicken, or fish Splatfest. Which is too bad. If they did that, you get a lot of people making reference to that Pop Team Epic bit, I'm sure. Oh, wait. Oh, this isn't where I need to go. I mean, it is, but it isn't. There's a Korok here. It's not, like, in here, is it? I don't know if the Korok is in here. No, I'm not seeing a Korok, so I guess I can't... I forgot you can't go right to Mother and Child Island. You have to go adjacent to it, otherwise you get dumped inside. Let's go... Let's actually start here, and then I'll just sail northwards. You started, or it started as a joke, but you heard someone say it in earnest with the bird thing? The birds aren't real, no. Man. That's why we can't have nice things. Just let us have one joke as a treat before people start treating it as real. I'm gonna drink my coffee. My coffee. I don't know if I started it, but at work, whenever we need to get, like, drip coffee, and we need to get past one another, oftentimes we'll say, like, I need to get some coffee, like a terrible New York accent, and I feel like I started it. I have another coworker who I know definitely started, sometimes if we need to get water, we'll say, I get some water, like a bad Cockney accent. Please, I need to get some water. But I don't usually do the water thing. I need to get some coffee. Gotta go to the bodega and get some coffee. A fish is what you're left with when you take the jelly out of a jellyfish. Okay, Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs would take the jelly out of a jellyfish if he could get profit from it. Actually, sometimes I have a supervisor who asks, like, how are you doing, or how are you feeling? Because they have to check in with us. They have to do wellness checks. And sometimes I say, I'm really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Wait, oh, you're right. He did. I completely forgot. It is an episode. Man, I haven't thought about... It's like there's certain specific SpongeBob moments that really stick with me. I guess that's not one of them. The one that, oh, there's many that stick with me. The whole Krusty Krab training video episode. And the bit where the narrator tries to teach, people order our patties or poop. Where Patrick is staring at the counter going, I'll have that is my job right there. My God, that is my job. But also the episode where, like, Squidward and SpongeBob have to deliver a pizza. They're like, we don't even sell pizza. Mr. Krabs is like, no, there's profit in it. Do it. Just deliver it. And then the customer complains about, where's my soda? And it's just miserable and thankless. That is also my job. The horrors of crabitalism. Taito, that's so good. Yeah, it is. In Persona 5, there's one of the items you can acquire. I forget exactly its name, but if you equip it, it teaches you the skill, I believe, what's it called? Ghastly Smile or something? But anyway, like, the equipment description is like, it's like a customer service face mask. So, like, it's the same horrific rictus grin that you have to maintain well in customer service. And it has the power to cause fear to your enemies. And I thought, yeah, that's right. Oh, or he goes to rock bottom. He takes the wrong bus. And it's like just a sheer, like, 90-foot vertical wall to go back to Bikini Bottom. I remember once my dad wanted me to take the bus to meet him somewhere when I was really little. But I was kind of confused as, like, my dad said, like, oh yeah, just take the bus at this intersection. The problem was there were 4 different buses to take at that intersection, and I got on the wrong one. In the wrong direction. And in retrospect, like, it was very easy to tell I was going the wrong direction. But I was very little and I got really overwhelmed. And I rode the bus for a long time before I got off, and I took the other bus going the opposite direction. Because again, I was pretty small and I didn't really have a clear grasp of how, like, the transit worked. I don't know if I successfully made it to meet my dad, but where the heck is the Korok? There's a Korok here somewhere. Oh, there they are. I think they're on that little island over there. Yeah. Exactly! Like when Lisa wanted to go to the museum, it was exactly like that episode. I like that episode, actually. Or they're like, just to think we might be the only people who've heard this music box in like 2,000 years. And then Homer starts just singing do 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 do. Hang on. How I get to Korra? Oh, can I wait, go here? I can't go here. I just missed the side of the island. Oops. Oh yeah, same. Like when I was little enough that I didn't realize that what side of the street you stand on matters. You know, like in retrospect, of course, it's perfectly obvious, but when you're really little and you don't have a grasp of, like, okay, cars are always going in this direction on this side of the road. It's Spiral Mountain, you're right. Do we have to kill this Korok? Is this Korok Gruntilda? Yeah, should have gotten off in Crackton. Sometimes when I take the train to go to work, there's a certain train station that we pass. There's a couple that we pass through that I don't like just because they have very skeevy vibes. And I've had to get off at one a few times because my doctor's office is near it. And I have seen people on the train platform smoking crack, I'm pretty sure, based on the paraphernalia that's around them. So in our city, like, you do need, technically all the transit platforms are fare paid zones, so you need to have a valid proof of fare payment to be on them. But no one checks. Like, there's no gate system. Like, say when I'm in the States and I take the Washington Metro, you have to go through a ticket gate. And you have to use your card, you know, it goes beep boop and it lets you in. But there's no gates here. So the only way they actually check fare payment is if there's transit peace officers that will randomly board the trains and ask people to see their proof of fare payment. And I've been taking the train to work for like over a year now, and I've only been asked to show my fare payment. Like, I can count on one hand how many times they've asked me. So it's not very well regulated. Yeah, just random searches. Even with gates, there are transit officer checks where you are. They're really lax here. And then what happens is that because it's not regulated, there's a lot of I hate using the word problematic behavior, but I don't mean it in like a fanish sense where like, oh, somebody wrote a ship I don't like. Problematic. I mean in the sense that people are like doing drugs or being... Geez, there was a guy who got on the train 2 days ago and he was spewing some of the most horrifically racist BS you can imagine. Like, it was very upsetting being on the same train as him. And I thought, I really want to do something. But I am a small little lady and he is a large man. It sucks because I want to speak up because I feel like I'm complicit in it. There's transit, like there's even like a text line that you can contact for that kind of behavior on the train. But I've done it before and they've never even responded to be like, oh yeah, we got your message or we're investigating or whatever. So I don't know if like that's normal that they don't respond, but... So yeah, sometimes you just get people on the train that are just being like loudly racist or just generally horrific because it's not regulated. Public transportation is free in your city. Nobody checks anything. Well, I think public transit should be like paid for, you know, because it's an important resource, especially to combat pollution. But the infrastructure is not there, and there's safety issues. And it also really rankles me because this city needs better social services. There's a large homeless population in this city, and they don't do a lot to help them. Because again, those social programs aren't there. And what I see a lot of the time is that usually transit officers only come onto the train, not even to check people's fares, but they'll find people sleeping on the train, especially when it's freezing out, and kick them off. It's like, come on, they're not hurting anybody. Like, let it go. Why can't you do anything about, like, the loud, angry, racist people that come onto the train? You know? Anyway, public infrastructure. Bad. Big tree! I'm performing better social services in my city. Oh, I like Link's smile. It's cute. He did a good deed! I mean, logically, you'd think all of these trees would send out pieces of heart. Swordsman! Come see how healthy my forest tree has become! Wow, I'm so happy! Thank you so much! Right, yeah, if public transit were free, then people, like, with less resources could, say, get to jobs better. Or access social services that they need. It's not as bad here as it is... I know in some places in America, like, if you don't have a car, you're just hosed. And even the last place I lived before we moved to this apartment, it was a very suburban area without... Like, there weren't really any shops nearby. So, like, if I wanted to, like, go to the grocery store, I would walk, like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get there. And I walk quickly. And there is a bus that went through there, but the bus would only go by in short intervals from, like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, till, like, maybe 9:30. And then from, like, maybe 3 till 6 in the afternoon. And then it just wouldn't run. So unless you needed to travel at these very specific times, you were hosed. Also, I need to think about what I'm doing. Have I done everything? I think I've done everything that I want to do. Unless there's like any outstanding side quests that people would really want to see. Let's go to Windfall, just for a sec. Yeah, I've seen that too. The armrest on the benches. Like this hostile architecture. They love to put so much time and resources into chasing people away instead of making them more comfortable. Maybe that's why a lot of the trains in my city, the seats hurt my back, which already has problems. And maybe they're deliberately designed to be uncomfortable to sit on for a long time, but it's also hard to tell because I have back problems and I'm shorter than average, so the way the seats curve just kind of digs into my back. How many joy pendants do I have? That's a good question. I have 11. I already gave 20 to Miss What's-Her-Face. Hello, children. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do here. I never did get the deluxe Picto box, but also, like... Oh, man. When my brother and I were in Seattle for a day trying to find a restroom, it was horrible. And then when we finally did find one, so... there weren't any doors in the public restroom. It's like something one has literal nightmares about. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I need to do here. I guess I could go to the Tower of the Gods and do the whole thing there. And I don't know. Or I could save that all for next time. You know, I'm thinking here, if people still want to hang out for a little bit, something I was thinking of the other day that I really want to do, that I haven't done in forever, is play Drawful. Because I do have Drawful. I don't have the other Jackbox games, but I have Drawful. Would people want to play Drawful for a little bit, like a round or two? Because it's so nice to hang out with folks. And why did I do that? You will be down? Why don't I go then to the Tower of the... Tower of the Gods. And I'll save there. And then we'll save all that, the finale of the game for next week. And we can play some Drawful. That would be fun. For those of you who have never played Drawful before, it is a drawing game. You do not need to be a skilled artist for it. In fact, I feel like a lot of the fun is trying to convey bizarre ideas when one feels that they don't have the inherent skill for it. Very simple, you don't need to install anything. You can play in your browser or your mobile device, but anyway. Back to Zelda, this is more important. Well done, Morri. You must show the Triforce piece you have assembled to the gods. Behold my cheese! Observe the Dorit. Oh, what is this? There, on your hand. The Triforce piece now dwells within you. It is the Triforce of Courage, proof that you are indeed the true hero. You have controlled the wind and crossed the seas, and here, near the end of your quest, the power of the gods has been bestowed upon you. Surely, from this moment on, you shall be known as the Hero of Winds. Morri, Hero of Winds, go forth to Hyrule, to Zelda's side. And bring her a book of crossword puzzles. Is this the only Zelda where Link isn't really the hero and grows into it? I think you also see that in Minish Cap. So it depends on the timeline, but like, I don't know if this Link is a direct descendant of the original. I think he just kind of bumbles into it, but I'm not sure. I do have Hyrule Historia on my Wii U. So I'm going to stop Wind Waker here. Thank you very much for Wind Waker, everyone. We're going to leave the final dungeon and everything for next Friday, so please look forward to that. Hopefully my back won't be all janky. But I'm gonna save and quit here, and we're gonna change games. If you're watching this recording on YouTube, thank you so much. I am super appreciative. And also, if you have a thought on, is a hot dog a sandwich? Or do beans belong in chili? Or any of my other food-related queries, you are welcome to let me know, because I am curious. But for now, I'm going to stop this recording. So, stay safe, stay healthy, take care. Goodbye.